and welcome to everyone's favorite game show called Finish That Sentence. Today's show is brought to you by Philippians 1:6. Oh, I love this game. It is my most favorite game in the world. How do I play? I'll start with a sentence, and you'll simply have to finish that sentence. Okay, random voice, I am ready to. Ready to what? Finish that sentence. Great. Here's your first sentence. I like peanut butter and it is good. No, peanut butter and more peanut butter? Okay, next sentence. Today is the 4th of the month. It is the 4th day of the month. Is that the answers? July. The 4th of July is what we were looking for. Okay, can we start with an easy one, random voice? We did. We actually started with the easiest ones. Okay, next sentence. Mommy and Tommy. No, we were actually looking for Daddy. Did you find him? Who? Daddy. You said you were looking for your daddy, random voice, and that sounds very sad. Okay, that is all the time we have. Thank you for playing our game. Finish that sentence. Finish that sentence. What do I win? This show was brought to you by Philippians 1:6. He who began a good work in you will carry it to completion until the day of Christ Jesus. Bye, kids.
Happy Independence Day, ffcKIDS, and welcome to our online service. Now, since this day is all about celebrating our freedom, I'd like to give you the freedom to choose. If you could spend the day with any superhero, who would you choose? The obvious choice for me, Batman. All the gadgets in the Batmobile? Are you kidding me? Come on, bro. But I'll give you a few other options if you'd like. For instance, Aquaman. I mean, check out all the cool sea creatures he hangs out with. But you'd probably have to do a lot of forgiving because, you know, all the fishing that you've probably done. So, no Aquaman for me. Or what about the Hulk, man? Big green dude. Awesome, right? He's cool, except for all the messes you might have to clean up after a little bit of a Hulk smash. Whether it's Captain Marvel, Iron Man, Spider-Man, any of those superheroes, hanging out with them could give you a little more confidence, right? Because I doubt that a bully's gonna mess with you when they see you hanging out with these new super friends of yours. Or if you happen to be in danger, you're probably not gonna be scared because you know someone will save the day. That would be great, but in real life, there are no superheroes, right? Well, get this. Today's Bible story is all about 3 guys who happen to find a super friend in real life. So let's check it out, guys. I'll see you in a little while.
Who are you? Yeah, you, right there. I bet you know of a lot of ways to answer that question. You could tell us your name, first and last, the day you were born, your grade in school. You might even tell us the street you live on. You could give your height and your eye color. You might even tell us about your parents or your siblings. And all of those things would give us a picture of who you are on the outside. But if you follow Jesus, there's something even more important happening on the inside. In the Bible, we discover truths that Jesus spoke and promises that God inspired people like the Apostle Paul to write down. And these truths paint a powerful picture of who you truly are. God says that you are a child of God. You are a friend of Jesus. You are a brand new person in Christ. You are forgiven. You are uniquely designed for good works that only you can do. You can go to God at any time, for any reason. God will provide everything you need. That, my friends, is the true story of who you are, and it's a wonderful feeling. When you live with confidence, knowing that you are already loved and chosen, others can see God at work in you. That's why confidence is an amazing way to worship God with your life. Because worship is about more than just singing loud. It's all about living loud.
I know the reason why my feet can't stop, my heart can't help but sing. It's a wonderful feeling to feel your love for me, to feel the joy you bring. Your love is the answer, so I sing to you. The reason is you, Jesus. You're why I'm singing now. The reason is you, Jesus. You're what it's all about. At the cross you set me free, and I'm thankful that you love me. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. I'm thankful that you love me. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I know the reason why my hands are up, my feet dance down below. It's a wonderful feeling that I belong to you, no matter where I may go. Your love is the answer, so I sing to you. The reason is you, Jesus. You're why I'm singing now. The reason is you, Jesus. You're what it's all about. At the cross you set me free, and I'm thankful that you love me. Whoa. Jesus, you're the reason. I never wanna shake this feeling. Jesus, you're the reason. I can't stop this feeling. Jesus, you're the reason. I never wanna shake this feeling. Jesus, you're the reason. The reason is you, Jesus. You're why I'm singing now. The reason is you, Jesus. You're what it's all about. At the cross you set me free, and I'm thankful that you love me. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. So thankful that you love me. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Come on, come on. I can't stop this feeling. Jesus, you're the reason. Let's go. I never wanna shake this feeling. Jesus, you're the reason. Bring it down, come on. I can't stop this feeling. Jesus, you're the reason. Come on. I never wanna shake this feeling. Jesus, you're the reason.
Hey everybody, I'm Graham. I've always had the dream of becoming a professional singer. The wheels on the bus go round and round all through the town. I'm kind of afraid to perform in front of other people, but lately I've been starting to gain confidence. Confidence is learning to see yourself the way God sees you. I think it might help if I didn't have to perform all alone. Like maybe if I was in a band with a guitar player. And someone on the drums? And maybe a keyboardist. I think a band is the way to go for me. I wonder how we would all sound together. 2, 3, 4! The wipers on the bus go swish, 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 all through the... Well, despite how that sounded, I actually did feel more confident. So I guess what they say is true. There is strength in numbers. Or there's confidence in numbers. With the band, you never feel like you're alone. In today's story, we'll hear about 3 guys who were in a really hot situation, but they didn't have to face it alone. I wonder if my band needs a brass section. No, probably not. See you soon.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story. Inspired by the book of Daniel. Chapter 3.
King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon liked to go big. Build me a statue. Of course, Your Majesty. Granite, marble, copper. I'm thinking gold. Gold! Pure gold. Wow! Okay, 6 feet tall, 7 taller, 20 taller, 77 taller, 90. Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. We'll need a supersized furnace to smelt that much gold. Then supersize it. Commence the smelting.
So the king's craftsmen melted down tons of gold and shaped it into an enormous statue 9 feet wide and taller than 2.5 telephone poles. They set it just outside the city in the broad plain of Dura.
Such a finely smelted specimen. We must invite everyone to admire my statue.
So the king instructed messengers to summon all of his officials. 3 of them were Jewish men who had come to Babylon as captives: Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
It's a royal decree.
That I can see. Are you all coming with me?
So the 3 friends arrived at the plain of Dura where all the other officials had gathered. A messenger from the king called out loudly,
This is the king's command. When you hear the sound of horns, flutes, zithers, lyres, harps, and pipes, you must fall down and worship this golden statue.
Worship a false god?
That's worse than odd.
I wouldn't even give it a nod.
Oh, and FYI, if you don't do it, you'll be thrown into a blazing furnace.
Immediately, music began to play. Every single official threw themselves down on the ground except for Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And let me tell you, their refusal to bow did not go unnoticed.
Who do they think they are?
I think we should make things hot for them, if you know what I mean.
Several officials dusted themselves off and went straight to the king.
King Nebuchadnezzar, may you live forever. Thanks. Will do. You told everyone to bow down.
As soon as they hear the sounds of the horns, flutes, zithers, lyres, harps, and pipes.
But these Jews you appointed don't serve your gods. They refuse to worship your gold statue. Even when they hear the sounds of horns, flutes, zithers, lyres, harps, and pipes?
Even when they hear the sounds of horns, flutes, zithers, lyres, harps, and pipes.
Oh, now I am very angry, in a very big way.
The king sent for the 3 friends.
Is what I hear about you true? Don't you serve my gods and worship the gold statue I set up?
We will not bow.
Even when you hear the sounds of horns, flutes, zithers, lyres, harps, and pipes?
We refuse to kowtow.
Even though you'll be thrown into a blazing furnace?
This ends now.
Even if we're thrown into a blazing furnace.
The one true God will save us. But even if he didn't, we still wouldn't serve your gods or bow down to some golden statue.
That didn't rhyme.
Nebuchadnezzar's face burned red as a ripe tomato.
Make the fire 7 times hotter. Tie them up. Throw them in.
The king's strongest soldiers grabbed Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They knotted heavy ropes around the 3 friends and then shoved them into the roaring flames. The king peered into the blue, hot heart of the flames and then leapt back in surprise.
Didn't we throw 3 men into the fire?
And they all deserved it.
Look, I see 4 men walking around untied. The fire hasn't harmed them. The 4th man looks like a son of the gods.
Sure enough, a 4th figure stood there with the 3 friends. An angel? Or perhaps Jesus himself? Dumbfounded, the king rushed to the door of the furnace.
Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, you who serve the Most High God, come out!
The 3 friends walked out of the scorching flames, completely unharmed. The royal officials crowded around to see.
Their hair isn't singed.
Their robes haven't burned.
They don't even smell like smoke.
King Nebuchadnezzar was so impressed that, as usual, he went big.
May the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego be praised. He has sent his angel and saved his servants who trusted in him. No other God can save people this way. So, I'm giving an order about the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. No one may say anything against him.
Well, what happens if somebody does?
Well, they'll be snipped in tiny pieces and their homes turned into piles of trash. Go God, go God, go, go, go God, go God, go God, go God.
The king even honored Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and gave them higher positions in the kingdom.
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego had a ton of confidence, didn't they? They stood for what was right even when they knew what was at stake. And they stood together. All 3 were thrown into the fiery furnace, and miraculously they weren't alone. God was in there with them the whole time. That's how it is with us too. God is always with us. In fact, after Jesus died and came back to life, one of the last things he said to his disciples was this: "You can be sure that I am always with you to the very end." So that means when you have to do something scary, God is with you. When you feel like you're too tired to move, God is with you. When you need strength, God is with you. And when you're with a band of friends who know you and care about you, God is also there with you. God loves you so much, and he won't let you face this life alone. So here's the one thing to remember today. Trust that God is always with you. Remind yourself when you're feeling less than confident that you are never alone. Well, I should probably get in some practice with my band. Didn't sound very good earlier. I think we need a little Band-Aid. Get it? Band-Aid? I'll see you next time.
Confidence. It means walking a little taller, even if you're not that tall. And it means being stronger, even if you don't feel that strong. It's like the 3 guys in our Bible story. They were in a hopeless situation, but they had confidence because they knew that God would save them. The cool part is that we can have the same confidence they had because we serve the same mighty God. And even though we don't have to face any fiery situations like they did in our Bible story, God can be called on for help or for strength or for protection when we need him most. And unlike superheroes, God doesn't have to run anywhere to change into a costume. He's always with you, and he is real. We can also be confident when we understand that God started something in us, he plans on finishing it. It lets us know that he's with us till the end and is for us. He's never against us. So let's go out there and be super, because our hero is the one and only unstoppable God. I'll see you guys next time.
Hello, everyone. I'm Brandon. This is the So and So Show. Normally, my co-host John would be here, but today I guess he decided to. What is going on?
Brandon, would you like some coffee? Whoa! Whoa! How is that coffee mug floating? It's crazy, right?
It's definitely crazy.
Ooh, Brandon. I know that you're freaked out because you can't see me, but don't be. Just keep doing the show. Like I'm here, standing beside you.
Okay. Anyway.
Because I am.
Is there a point to all this?
Isn't there always a point to what I do?
Almost never.
The point is, Brandon, you rely on me way too much to do this show. And I want you to feel like you have the confidence to do this show when I'm not around. That's why I'm wearing this green screen, to make myself invisible.
Okay. I think that only works when you're on a green screen.
Oh, no, Brandon! Whoa! Whoa! The coffee mug's floating around. Better get one more sip of Java. Wow!
Don't want any more. Anyway, today we're talking about confidence.
Look at the cube floating. This magnificent geometrical shape is solving itself. Whoa. Whoa.
It's already solved. Anyway, we're talking about confidence, and we're trying to learn.
I'm super chicken. Look at me, I'm super chicken.
We're trying to learn how to see ourselves the way God sees us.
See ourselves, see me? Oh, how did my head just show up? How did my head just show up? Oh, no, it's blocking you.
Yeah.
It's floating.
Say, I thought I was trying to learn how to do the show by myself.
Say no more.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Wish it worked.
Yeah, hold on.
All right.
With my zippers down my shirt.
Oh, boy.
Shh. Here we go. Okay, go.
Thank you. Today on the show, we're talking about confidence.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't do it, man. I thought I could just stand here silently doing nothing, but you know what? I can't do that to you, pal. I just can't. Let's play a game.
Okay, but what kind of game could we possibly play when I can't even see you?
Oh, right. A simple one, mayhaps. For instance, how many fingers am I holding up?
How many fingers am I holding up?
Ready?
3. You're holding up 3 fingers.
How about now?
1.
How about now?
4, 6, 0.
Okay! This is too easy. Let's play a different game. Let's play Marco Polo!
Marco Polo.
You know how to play Marco Polo. You will say Marco, and I will say Polo. Then you'll have to locate me just by the sound of my voice. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ready?
Marco!
Polo.
You're right there.
What?
By the chair.
I don't understand why this is. Okay, you know what? Let's play one more game.
We don't need to keep doing this. I can see you.
What? I'm invisible. If I'm not invisible, what's the point of me coming out here wearing this spandex suit?
I don't know, silly sight gag?
I don't do silly sight gags. I'm serious, man.
Dodgeball.
Are you sure about this? No? Are you sure about this, John?
You can't hit me. I'm invisible. Oh, ooh.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Could have been a lot worse.
How's that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that.
It's Bible story time with Kellen.
Oh.
What's up, fellas?
Tell him I'm invisible.
Sorry, he might be concussed. What are we talking about today, Kellen?
Today's story is about 3 guys who went through something terrifying, but...
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
What?
3 ordinary men who had the confidence to stand up for what they believed.
What is happening right now?
We'll hear their story today on Behind the Bible. The Babylonian king, Nebuchadnezzar, ordered the construction of a golden 90-foot-tall statue.
Oh, yeah. I love that statue. I remember thinking one day, I wonder if I could get a 90-foot gold statue made. And my officials was like, sure. I mean, let me tell you, it's good to be the king.
Okay, to be clear, King Nebuchadnezzar never gave any on-camera interviews. He lived hundreds of years ago before cameras were even invented.
Hey.
Yes?
This will go a lot faster if you let me do the narrating.
Okay.
Thank you. Nebuchadnezzar decreed that whenever the music was played, everyone must fall down and worship his statue. Anyone who disobeyed this command would be thrown into a blazing furnace.
Okay, look. It seemed like a good idea at the time. I mean, what's a little worship between the king and his subjects? But how could I have known what was going to happen next?
No one could have known what would happen next. When the music played, all the people worshipped the statue, all except for 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
It's true. We didn't bow down to worship the statue. Look, we serve the king, but we don't worship him or his gods. We worship the one true God.
King Nebuchadnezzar was displeased.
Okay, listen. No king likes to be told no. So when I heard these 3 wouldn't worship my statue, I was angry. I remember saying to them, if you don't bow down right now, you're going in the furnace. Then what God will be able to save you from my power? Yeah, I was in a good place.
Look, we weren't gonna worship the statue, no matter what. So we said to the king, we might be thrown into the blazing furnace, but the God that we serve is able to bring us out of it alive. But we want you to know this, Your Majesty. Even if we knew that our God wouldn't save us, we still wouldn't serve your gods. We wouldn't worship the gold statue that you set up.
I was so mad, like so mad. I ordered that the furnace be heated 7 times hotter than normal. And then I had some of my strongest soldiers to tie up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and throw them into the furnace.
The fire was so hot, the soldiers who threw Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego into the furnace were burned up.
But that wasn't the end of the story.
It sure wasn't.
King Nebuchadnezzar looked into the furnace, and instead of seeing the 3 tied up men, he saw 4 men, and they were walking around. Who was the 4th man in the furnace? Was it a ghost? An angel sent from heaven? Maybe even Jesus himself? We don't know for sure. But what we do know is that Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came out of the fire unharmed.
The ropes that were tied around us, they burned up. But the rest of us, our clothes, our hair, our bodies, they were perfectly fine. God was with us the whole time.
Clearly, I was wrong about the whole statue thing. I mean, their God was the Most High God. So I gave Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego very high positions in the city. And get this, I decreed that anyone who said anything bad about them would be cut into tiny little pieces and their homes would be turned into piles of trash. Right? That's good, right?
That was a little much, but we appreciate the gesture.
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego's faith was tested. But in the end, they had confidence that God would be with them, no matter what. This has been Behind the Bible.
The end.
Excuse me. That's my line.
Oh.
The end.
Can I?
Oh, sure. It's all yours.
Thanks. What'd you think, fellas?
That was great.
Yeah, I loved how they said that they knew God would save them, but even if he didn't, they'd still stand for what's right.
Yeah. Talk about confidence.
I know, but don't miss this. God was with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego the whole time. And God is with us too, so we don't have to face the hard stuff alone.
That's amazing. Hey, thanks, Kellen.
You bet. See you next time.
Bye. You see, John, when you're not around, I'm still not alone. God is always with me.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Well, in that case...
Yeah. I don't want to get my lips and my hair cut in this zipper. Okay. It's all you.
Oh boy. Reveal the question. When are some times you need to trust God?
When you feel all alone?
Or when you have to face something scary, like moving to a new city or trying out for a sports team.
Talk about it amongst yourself. When are some times you need to trust God?
And we'll see you next time on the So-and-So Show.
Or will you be able to see me?
Yes. Marco?
Porno!
John?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, there you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't find you because you're wearing the green screen suit.
Okay. You okay?
Yeah, tag. I don't know. Sorry, you're it.
Okay. Marco.
Oh, hello.
Oh, you're right there.